Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Gorilla Blood Radio. I am Daniel Correa, still on location back in the San Francisco Bay Area. And as always, with me out in New York City, it's Scott NDX. What's up, Scott?
Hello, mister. I keep going in and out because I'm back in California and I have shitty Wi-Fi now.
Yeah, apparently so. I don't know. I never noticed my Wi-Fi situation. Most of the time, I used to always do the show wired, so that's probably why.
Yeah, you're not sounding very awesome right now.
Oh,
Hopefully
man.
It doesn't come through on
The recording.
but knowing our luck.
Yeah, who knows? And again, I've told this to Scott. I apologize if I'm sounding hoarse already. I just got back from watching my alma mater win the high school baseball championships for their division for the first time ever. So I've been yelling like for the last 2 hours plus. So it's been an awesome day out in the sun. I'm a little drained. Probably going to see a little bit of sunburn tomorrow, too, because I was stupid and didn't wear sunscreen. So, yeah. So,
Enjoy that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Hopefully, hopefully by the time I get to Texas, my redneck from California will be gone. Oh, man.
Never mind.
There's so many different ways to go with that, I guess.
I just don't have that time.
Oh, man. So, what's been up with you? I seen you got a nice little haul there on your Instagram. A lot of good stuff from the thrift store, Goodwill store.
And
Tomas dropping stuff in your lap. That's cool.
Only 18 movie sets, like a total of like 50 some odd movies if you count each film individually.
Yeah. Holy hell.
His low tolerance for movies is my boon, I guess. I mean, some of them are Criterion collections, so they're good to someone, especially to Criterion.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the other ones, I just know are going to be total shit.
Well, I'm just looking at one, the monster pack, the horror collections and stuff like that, and some of them I'm looking at, I'm going, I've never even heard of any of these, like at all.
You're probably lucky about that.
So it's pretty funny to see that kind of stuff, and then like seriously, like I've half of these movies I had never even heard of at all. Period. So
yeah, neither have I.
But
there's a reason why they put out Mill Creek, or in this case Echo Bridge, which is I think the same fucking company. Decide to put out all these films because no one watches them otherwise.
Yeah, shoot, you got some good little books here. Predator vs. Judge Dredd, Killer Kaiju Monsters, a couple of the Bone series.
Yeah, I'm slowly accumulating all of Bone in color, even though I have the black and white one shot that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
I figured everyone says it looks better in color. Like I'll read the black and white one shot, and I'll slowly collect all the colored versions, and then eventually read those.
Nice. And I gotta say, I'm absolutely in love with your little El Rey de los Muertos. I think that's
yes, El Rey de los Muertos. Yes, I love that mask. I want that mask now.
I thought that was pretty cool. It's kind of taking your Lucha Skull guy to a next level.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's awesome, especially now with Lucha Underground coming back to El Rey Network.
The ultimate cock tease this week.
Oh, dude, yeah, that match. For those of y'all who don't know what Lucha Underground is, what the hell's wrong with you? But for those of you who
stop listening to this show now, all one of you.
Well, the scary part is I know a couple of my students acknowledge they started listening to this, so I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch my mouth a little bit. I
apologize, children.
They found the Instagram, and all of a sudden they're like, wait, Mr. C, is that you? I'm like, yes, that's my show.
How'd they find the Instagram?
One of them I was talking to one time way back. Like I randomly brought it up that I had been doing podcasts for a while, and I said something about the show name, and all of a sudden I got an ad, and I'm like, oh geez. And so ever since then, he told somebody else, and somebody else told somebody else. So I know there's at least 3 or 4 kids that are now friends of ours on the Instagram. So they've said, "Oh yeah, we've listened to your show once." I'm like, "Okay, please make sure it's only once."
Well, at least it was only once.
At least for now, it's only once. But hi guys, if you're listening. So. But yeah, man, it's Lucha Underground. Oh God, if you haven't been watching it, it's the best wrestling program on television. Like WWE can't compare to it. NXT pay-per-views come close, but that's about it. Really.
I mean, if we're talking wrestling-wise, then yes.
Yeah.
Actually, NXT might surpass Lucha Underground wrestling-wise at times.
But storyline.
Lucha Underground is the total package of pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. And what they did was, at the very tail end of the mid-season finale, the MAC won a number 1 contenders match, and Johnny Mundo, the champion, got to decide what the stipulation was going to be, and they decided they did their version of an Iron Man match, which they call All Night Long, because their show's an hour, so basically it's like a 45-minute Iron Man match.
I'm fine with.
Dude, this match, I have way more respect for the Mac now. The Mac had been growing on me since Lucha Underground started. I was not a fan of his at the very beginning because I'd seen some of his indie stuff. Not a fan at all at that time. Now I am a full-fledged Mac fan. It's kind of funny because he does still throw in the Stone Cold kind of gimmick, which, I mean, you can come up with your own stuff a little bit, but, I mean, throwing the Stone Cold...
It worked for him.
He has, yeah. But
it's not like, like a Eugene type of Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. It's like, the dude is Stone Cold if he was a big fat black dude.
Yeah, it's funny because every time I see him, I can't help but think of the JYD, man. He just has that look to him.
Yeah, I know. It's like the second, like if you ever wanted to make a Willie Mack action figure, just pop the head off a JYD figure and put it on a fat dude.
Yeah,
a fatter dude.
Yeah, he does. I say that
being a fat dude.
Yeah, he very much reminds me.
It doesn't hinder the fact that the man can wrestle.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing nowadays. We're getting into a mode here in wrestling, like a different kind of phase where the body type is starting to not matter again, which is awesome.
Thank God.
Because for a while there, in the late 80s into the early 90s, it was just you had to have the body. Unless you were like the top heel that Vince absolutely loved, like an Earthquake or a Yokozuna.
Well, no, you didn't have to have the body, but you had to play your gimmick towards your body.
Yeah, for the most part.
You're a fat Asian dude, you're Yokozuna. You're a fat white dude, you're Earthquake. You're another fat white dude, you're Typhoon Food.
Yeah, you're a fat Samoan. You become Rikishi, like down the line.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
a head shrinker.
Well, that's the fun part. If you actually go back and look at that, he was kind of in between, and that's when he wasn't a big star yet.
No, but he was still. Remember, I don't think they really planned for him to be a big star when he came back to Rikishi. He just happened to start dancing, and all of a sudden,
yeah.
Okay.
So.
But remember when Fatu from the Head Shrinkers went solo? He started talking, he started dancing, wore red stupid shit.
Yeah.
Started wearing a hat, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. Then he came back 100 pounds heavier in the ass.
Yeah.
I still remember, like, he debuted, I think, on, like, a Shotgun Saturday Night, or a Velocity, and I'm just like, no fucking way, that's one of the Head Shrinkers. I showed my mom, she's like, is that Yokozuna?
Yeah. Which is funny, because everybody always says, oh, Yokozuna's Japanese. No, he's Samoan, dude. Come on, really?
Isn't he Hawaiian, actually?
He's still part of that family, I think, isn't he?
Well, no, he's definitely part of the family, but I believe he's officially Hawaiian.
Okay.
Not taking anything away from him. Yokozuna was like one of the biggest heels of the day, man. It was impressive when people wrestled him.
Well, and he was at one point in time he was almost $5 bills.
No, he was over $5 bills.
He was over. I knew he was getting up there. It was kind of scary.
Like I think when he retired, he was over $6.
Oh God.
You ever notice they just get bigger and bigger?
I knew as he was getting bigger, but I couldn't remember if they build him over 5 or not. I couldn't remember.
I think he was over 6 when he died.
God damn, that's scary.
Yeah, it sucks, you know. And trust me, as a guy who used to be up over the 400s, 450s, you know, I know how difficult it is just to move, and this dude was fucking wrestling like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But Lucha Underground, man, that match was just from minute 1 to the final freaking bell was awesome.
I was yelling at my television watching it.
Yeah.
Well, yelling at my computer since I don't watch television anymore.
Yeah.
I was yelling at my computer watching Lucha Underground because, like, don't do this to me! Don't you motherfuckers did it to me!
Yeah.
You slow counting bastard.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him hit that table splashed off the ladder through the table and then bounce off and then him to go for the pin, I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, he's on top of him. Marty Elias start count. I said like the same thing. I'm like, oh fuck, they're gonna fucking tie. Because he did.
You slow ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Randy Savage when you need him to fix the pin.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, that was crazy. And then I'm like, okay, they're gonna give the belt to Muno. So what are they gonna do? And then thank God they had Cueto come out and say, no, this ain't gonna go down like this. We'll start it all over again, and we'll go to a pinfall if they have to go all night long again. I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah, that's just like one of those moments that makes you go, thank God I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave it. I just love that. There are no ties in my temple.
Yeah. Oh, and I love the
yes, thank you.
There's a couple of moments that I can't help but go, that was hella smart. The okey doke, like the freaking the twin magic bullshit with PJ Black.
That was definitely. I was like, that wasn't Johnny. Who was that? I'm like, oh, thank God for the Underground.
Yeah, I totally
that
forgot.
Was some fun booking right there.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that because I didn't think about it. They didn't come out with them, so I was like, I totally didn't cross my mind. And then when all of a sudden he goes chasing after the guy, I'm like, wait, what? Who the fuck was that? And then you find out it's PJ Black, and he gets freaking Matt gets lambasted with something. It was a kendo stick or something.
How about that sexy star out of nowhere?
Yeah, her coming out, and then Son of Havoc coming out. I was shocked that Son of Havoc was involved in it.
Oh, he's still pissed off at
Yeah, the Worldwide Underground.
For screwing him over a few times.
So, yeah, Jack Evans got his couple of seconds in there too. So, but
yeah, I don't remember that at all. So I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, that freaking plancha from off the from Sexy Star. Yeah, that was cool. Off the top the area where the band's playing over the entryway.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen Taya for a while because she's still injured.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll be back here soon enough.
I'm sure we'll see it in season 4 though. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Holy hell. So yeah, Lucha Underground off to a rip-roaring start there. I can only imagine what we're going to get here soon enough.
So that was just one match.
Yeah, one match, one episode. Like, holy hell. That's awesome. I'm hoping, I'm sure we're going to get to see more, especially before they went on the mid-season break, we got a lot of Cobra Moon, so I'm sure we're going to see a little more Cobra Moon.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering she brought in her heavies in there. And I can't think of their names off the top of my head. Vibora and something else.
Vibora and, yeah, those guys.
Yeah, I can't think. Huh? I don't remember.
We talked about this all fucking night.
I don't know. It was funny. I don't remember, but.
Oh God, Viboro and I don't know. I'm gonna say dude with a Gila monster for a head.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah. So it's that's probably gonna happen a little more. I'm sure we're gonna get a little more of Prince Puma. And it looked like it was like Prince Puma was, if I remember correctly, Prince Puma was kind of getting a mean streak and almost like he's borderline heel. He hadn't turned yet officially, but I want to say he was kind of going that way and like almost bringing up, like revamping the Muertes feud a little bit.
Well, that's a good thing because they've had some great matches together, and I think they're associating him with El Maestro.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, something. Yeah, it looked like they're trying to do a little something maybe with Vampiro. Yeah, they trying to bring out the dark side in Puma a little bit.
Is TM61
back? From what I hear, they're supposed to be coming back soon enough. I don't know if they made it to the NXT taping or not.
Well, according to WWE NXT Instagram, there was a sighting tonight at NXT Venice.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, maybe will soon be or made the last taping. That'd be cool.
If they didn't make the taping, at least they'll make the next one.
Yeah, at least you know that they're healthy. That's good.
Yeah, that also means we know the team that's going to be taking out Age of the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I would think so.
Damn, I was going to date myself for a second and be Age of the Fall.
Age of the Fall, yeah, that's all good. Hey, those guys.
Jimmy Jacobs doesn't wrestle, but he's in BE.
Yeah, I was gonna say WWE, the Age of the Fall are both in WWE, so yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah, well, they hired Necro Butcher just for one night.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Oh, we got Brody Lee too. Brody Lee was in Age of the Fall too, I think.
Shit. That's
I don't think he was in it a lot, but I think he was in it. I think he replaced Necro when Necro went good guy because everyone just liked Necro Butcher.
Yeah, it's just funny to look at WWE right now and go 5 years back and go, all these guys are in Ring of Honor and TNA.
Hey, this is Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor and TNA. Yeah. So it shows that they do pay attention. They have paid attention to these other ones, even though they're quote unquote not competition.
It's recently that they've paid attention. In the last 5 years that they've really decided, well, if Daniel Bryan and CM Punk could become, so huge in pro wrestling in the WWE, and they're just two indie slackers. Like, what else can we get out of them?
Yeah, well, and
fucking time they realize that the guys in the indies are the ones that have all the talent.
Yeah, well, and from what I gather, we've already heard about the Adam Cole signing. He's supposed to be going to NXT.
I hope so.
I keep hearing the name Lio Rush.
I like Lio Rush, but I don't think he's needed.
No, he's not needed, but that's the name one of the names I keep hearing. And then also,
you hear Red Dragon, Future Shock. I mean, honestly, if those three came in as a group, I'd be happy.
Yeah, but
imagine if just imagine Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, all debuting as a group, beating the flying fuck out of Sanity.
That'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
And all of a sudden, Sanity, a group that came in, beating the shit out of everyone, just met their makers.
Yeah, no, I'd like that. That'd be kind of neat. The other name I just heard just this week for the first time, because his contract ends at the end of June. The Peacock himself, Dalton Castle.
No.
I'm kind of
I'm a huge Dalton Castle fan.
Yeah, I think WWE might ruin him.
WWE would fail miserably.
Yeah, kind of I'm with you.
Who should pick him up? Lucha Underground.
That'd be fun. TNA.
Instead of just coming out with boys, not just the boys, but they're Aztec boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say because TNA tried. They picked him up for one of those one night only pay-per-views.
One night only.
Yeah, and it didn't work because they put 2 women with him, and it just didn't work.
It's not his character.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I mean, you have to play to his gimmick.
Yeah, I honestly.
Otherwise.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past WWE to sign him, but I have a feeling they would ruin him.
Oh, they would waste him so much. It's not even funny thinking about it.
Yeah,
I would not want that.
I was talking with the Boobs Harry about it, and he was like, "Yeah, the only way I could see Dalton Castle being on the main roster is if they let him do his gimmick and then make a stable with him and Fandango and Breeze."
Would Fandango and Breeze be the boys then?
I don't know. He may have to bring the boys with him, and it'd be the three stable, and then the boys are like literally like waiting hand and foot on all three of them now.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
It would be kind of interesting to see, but again,
that was hilarious as hell.
Dude, seriously, Breezango is like one of the best parts about SmackDown right now.
And that says a lot because SmackDown's been entertaining again lately.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, the fashion file, dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun.
Every time I laughed.
Yeah.
As a guy who spent 20 years watching Law and Order, every time I hear the dun dun, I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, it was funny. It's like when you try to explain that to somebody who's never watched that show, it's like, oh, it's the doink doink sound. They're like, what? And they're like, doink doink. That's how I explain it.
Yeah, it's like, watch Law and Order. Which ones? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, no, the funniest part is you always get people who call it Law and Order SUV instead of SVU.
Because they're idiots.
Yeah. But,
don't worry, the first 2 seasons I called it SUV too. I really did.
Yeah.
You can't help it. It's like you used to it. Oh, look, it's the SUV. Oh, it's the SUV unit. I mean, it's a big SVU unit.
Yeah.
Right? What is it?
Well, we also got Extreme Rules coming up this weekend on tomorrow, Sunday. Holy shit! I say this weekend, thinking
Sunday,
thinking
there's another fucking pay-per-view. Oh no!
Yeah, every freaking other week now again.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, well.
You will.
Yeah, you don't have
to. You don't have to.
Yeah, so Extreme Rules. It's a Raw pay-per-view. We'll run down the card of what they got so far, and we'll make our little mini predictions here. So.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm reviewing Alexa Bliss's Extreme Rules photo shoot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
sorry.
She's hot.
Bar with brass knuckles, this is even hotter than normal.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a barbed wire bat now. Oh.
That's fucking awesome. Can we get her in like the like how the cat did with the caution tape bikini?
Can we go back in time?
Yeah. I was like, dude, you remember when the cat did that? She did the caution tape bikini thing, and then she also did the bubble wrap.
Yeah, she did a lot of things that people should have seen at that time and age.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff like that is the reason why I got banned from watching wrestling as a teenager.
Booby!
Exactly. So, oh man. All right. Well, there's 6 matches booked on this card here for Extreme Rules. We got a mixed tag match combining the women's division in 205. We got Rich Swann, Sasha Banks taking on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
So the only good thing about that match is saying Alicia Fox. After that, we're done.
Basically, I kind of almost feel like this is a step backwards for Sasha.
This is a step back for all of them, except for Alicia Fox.
I can't believe the other day she got a clean win over Sasha. That almost didn't make sense.
I don't care anymore. I really do. Dude, you're talking about Raw. And right now, Raw is so shitty. The Miz is feuding with fucking Dean Ambrose again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and...
I just want to say, I opened up WWE.com right now, and the first thing is these 50 superstars are a personification of the word extreme. It's a picture of Tommy Dreamer. If Tommy Dreamer was the bastard love child of Richard Simmons.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, I'm getting the link. I get to see the picture. Oh, it's actually on WWE's main page? Shit.
It's the first thing you see.
Oh, my God. And I'm not doing that just to mock Joey Styles. Oh, my, that is the worst picture of Tommy Dreamer I think I've seen. Holy.
Can you find a worse picture of Tommy Dreamer? Only if he's naked.
Oh god, the glorious bomb. Remember when he was in the? There was one other one where they opened up the wrong one and it was Tommy Dreamer sitting on the can.
Yeah. Or does Tommy Dreamer and the belt at the end of Edge and Christian's Awesome Show of Awesomeness? No, thank you.
So,
Man, that dude is a great personality, though. Give him a lot of
Tommy
credit
Dreamer,
there,
yeah.
Come on. I read an article recently. Here it is. It's oddly enough underneath The Miz. 8 most underrated superstars in WWE right now.
8 most underrated.
Underrated. It's actually pretty interesting, and I want to read this to you. And I'm going to start my way from down to up.
Okay.
I think that's where, because they talk about the best superstars first, and the least impressive last.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Now, so we're going to go from last to first, and then we'll get back to Extreme Rules.
That's fine.
A lot of these guys are raw talents. The first one I want to mention is Grand Metalik.
Yeah, he hasn't been featured very much. I think he's only had maybe 2 matches since the tournament.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because you could build a division on this guy alone. Honestly, I thought he was going to win the whole damn thing after, getting to the finals.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to get to the finals at all.
Exactly. So, Grand Metalik, they talk about his high-flying abilities and the skills and how good he is. Like, he really needs to break out of the Cruiserweight division. This guy should be holding the title right now. Now, here's one we both don't like. Liv Morgan!
Yeah, I think she should go away.
I don't even think... It's like watching Carmella if Carmella was shrunk in the dryer.
Yeah, I don't care for her
and
at all.
Carmella barely looks like she could hurt anyone.
Yeah,
she needs harder strikes.
See, and that's... There's a big difference between Alexa Bliss and Carmella and Liv. At least Alexa Bliss looks like she'd be
tiny, but she looks like she's really hitting you.
Dude,
and then when she goozles you,
Well, she looks like she would be a catty bitch. And that's like...
Well, remember, resting bliss face.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, Carmella just looks like she's just like, okay, I'm gonna be the chick standing next to the tough guy, which is weird because they put her with fucking Ellsworth. But
who is the chick in the relationship?
Basically. And then Liv just kind of looks like every white girl trying to be black. I mean, really, it does.
So half in New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that look like that out here in California, too, so.
Oh, okay, Jersey, California.
Yeah.
Same shit, different coast.
Yeah.
The next one happens to be Apollo Crews.
Oh, man. Right now, they're wasting him. I think he's got, yeah.
Honestly, I think the fact that he's with Titus is not a bad thing.
Oh, the best thing...
It looks like they're trying to transition Titus into more of a managerial role.
It's hard when you're 6'4".
It is. It's very hard when you are, bigger than the guys you manage.
Yeah.
It's like Andre the Giant managing Bobby Heenan. You go like, why the fuck ain't you wrestling?
Yeah, exactly.
But it could prove interesting if he puts together a stable of group, a stable of people to work with.
Yeah. Now the only thing I can't help but laugh because I seen a meme, because you know how he's always taking selfies with Apollo and stuff in the ring.
I love how the selfies look so awkward.
Yeah, they do. And if somebody actually did a meme, turned it into a meme one time and put a caption on it that says, "That moment when you get drafted in the NFL and your dad randomly shows up for the first time in your life." I was like, damn, dude.
Oh, shit.
It's freaking brutal.
That's really what this feels like.
It's brutal, but like some of the pictures, it looks like, hey, who's this random dude hugging me? Like,
I don't know this man. So it could work if they eventually maybe try to turn him heel and, wipe that smile off his face.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. He's got to stop smiling.
It's that shit-eating grin.
I mean,
Now, this one got me thinking. And I know I've never been a fan of this guy too much. And I think we both had our opinions on him about shit-canning him. Curtis Axel.
I've always kind of thought that he's just been a wasted talent. Like, he's just been wasted.
I kind of agree with you, but the guy doesn't have a character to work with.
Yeah.
He is not very entertaining. They compared him to Dean Malenko and Lance Storm, and honestly, it's a very valid comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It's just, it's almost to a point where
Dean Malenko did well. We got to point out, Dean Malenko did well because WCW needed cruiserweights, and he was thrown into the Four Horsemen, so he automatically had credibility.
Yeah.
You know? Because he was the shooter. He was a guy that the Iceman gimmick worked for him. You know, it's not like the Iceman Curtis Axel is just like, I have a beard. It's like, good for you. Then you have Lance Storm. Lance Storm was a guy who always surrounded himself with other wrestlers who are very charismatic.
Yeah, Jericho specifically.
Whether it be Chris Jericho back in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Just Incredible in ECW, Christian and Test in WWE. You know, he always had someone with him to counterbalance the fact that he was just so stoic, that he was Lance Storm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what they could do with him right now because, I mean, right now, honestly, really, the only place for him, I think, is if they could find somebody to be his tag partner. Because I can see, if they can find, honestly, it's funny because he's not the stoic kind of guy. You know who I see him?
But he's not very charismatic either.
Well, but here's the deal. The thing that just popped into my head is if you put him in a tag team where he's like the Anvil Jim Neidhart, that's more, I think, his role. Where he can cut a promo and be a little bit psycho, and he can be the power guy of the two, and the other guy can be more of the better talker. Or more of the talker in a more even-keeled character.
All right, then let's point out Curtis Axel at his best. And I'm not talking about when he was part of the Mega Powers Rehab.
Yeah.
Aaron Rex.
Yeah.
No, his best moment was when he was in that group with
the social outcasts. The social outcasts.
Yes. He was able to be batshit insane, and it made it work because everyone just looked at him like, what?
Yeah,
Never mind. So...
Well, between that, and it's one of those things where, like, I hate the fact that, like, okay, when he was doing the NXT thing, he was Michael McGillicuddy. Like, they gave him his mom's maiden name, and expected him to roll with it, dude, you're a Hennig.
Dude's a fucking headache. I'm with you on that one. Like, he is Mr. Perfect's son. He is the Axe's grandson. We know who the fuck Larry the Axe is. We know who Kurt is. What happened to just being Axel Hennig?
Yeah, or call. I mean, still, dude, you can call him freaking Michael Hennig.
The perfect Michael Hennig.
Yeah, or fuck, I don't.
But you play off that last fucking name, son.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what bothers me is when they wind up not doing that. You know that
Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think that I said the same thing about Ted DiBiase. I think Ted DiBiase had an unlimited potential. You could just tell, like, by the time that he was leaving, that he just didn't care anymore. He didn't want to be a wrestler anymore.
I didn't think Ted DiBiase had any talent whatsoever. I was always in the
Yeah, you and I were always opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, but who called it right?
You did. You got it right with Cody, so.
Damn Skippy, I did.
So.
Look, if for anyone who hasn't followed the show for years, what was it? Legacy was the stupid name of it?
Yeah, Legacy.
All right, Legacy was running rampant on SmackDown. I think it was whatever program they were fucking on. They were a group led by Orton, because, you know, third-generation superstar, with two second-generation superstars as his, you know, I don't know, young boys or something? Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and then they eventually added in one extra. They did have...
Oh, yeah, Manu.
Yeah.
Who was the minus from the group and then the company.
Yeah. But
Well, Manu looked like a mix of a Samoan and Rhino, not in a good way.
That's funny. I like that one.
Like
But
Rhino with a spray tan. So, it was Teddy J, because I refuse to call him Ted DiBiase Jr.,
yeah,
because he just didn't hold up, like, he wasn't even close to anywhere what his father did. His father barely did shit at times. His father was a fantastic character, good wrestler, but Teddy J was neither of the two. And then there was Cody Rhodes, who just kind of went from being, apprentice to Hardcore Holly to all of a sudden apprentice to Randy Orton. And people were just like, what? Teddy J is going to be the guy. And I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Cody Rhodes. It was me, Tomas, and Valdo, I think, were the only ones who were behind on the Cody Rhodes bandwagon before there was one.
yeah. No, I get you. I thought Ted DiBiase was. I thought he was the better, the full package at the time. I thought that he had.
I knew right away he was going to be a schlub. He was never going to go anywhere. He was going to get his ass kicked no matter who he wrestled. I knew he was just going to be the guy that was not.
Well, at one point in time too, they even had Maurice with him, and I was like, okay, cool, that's gonna help him, like how Sherry Martel might have with Shawn Michaels. That's why I was kind of.
You need charisma. You need to be able to use the mic. You need to be able to wrestle. Maurice can only get you so far.
Yeah.
The reason why it works with the Miz is because they're legitimately married.
Yeah.
It's like you can tell when she looks at him longingly.
Yeah.
That's not a look of like I work with him. That's a look of like, oh, I'm gonna fuck his brains out when I get home.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Unfortunately, Curtis Axel has just not gotten anywhere near there.
Yeah, I honestly like.
I don't agree. This is like Liv Morgan. I can understand why they mention her because she's an NXT standout right now. There's not much going on in the women's division at the moment outside of 3 or 4 women's wrestlers, so you need to promote someone.
Okay, random thought.
Apollo Crews, I understand because the man is very talented.
Yeah, I got a random thought that just popped in my head. If
usually dangerous.
I know. What if, for the sake of it, to have Curtis Axel have something on the main roster, just even if it's only for 6 months, if you bring up Roddy and put Roddy with him as a tag team, just to get him up there, and eventually maybe we'll see how they go as a tag team together to where they can feud as singles competitors.
Honestly, my suggestion was to bring Curtis Axel down to NXT.
Oh, and let him go back and do the same thing like Tyson did.
Look what that's done for Cesaro.
Tyson.
Look what it did for Tyson Kidd. Okay? Look what it did for Zack Ryder. Going back to NXT helps certain people who really need it. You don't even see Curtis Axel on television anymore. When the fuck was the last time he even wrestled on air?
Oh, God, I don't even remember. Same with Bo Dallas.
Seriously. Why not? Yeah, Bo Dallas is another one. Although I don't think Bo Dallas needs to go to NXT, I think Bo Dallas needs to grow a beard, and you know what he needs to do.
Yeah, the Wyatts.
Yeah, Bray needs a disciple, and nothing better than his actual brother.
Yeah.
Honestly, they just need to go that route already.
Yeah, it only makes sense.
No, Bray needs to start getting his ass kicked, and Bo needs to come out and just start hitting someone on the chair. Then hit Bray with the chair. And Bray just sit there laughing.
That'd be fun. I like that.
That's storytelling right there.
I like that one. I like that.
Yeah.
Right, who else is on this list?
That should be interesting to see. Well, I just want to say, Curtis Axel, I think they should try. Bring him down to NXT. Say he's been overlooked, Alright? They even said on WWE.com that he's an underrated wrestler. Well, let me show you how underrated I am. Go to NXT, win the NXT title.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe they do this exact same thing of what they did with, like, Alex Riley. Make him, like, literally become the psychopath. Like, the silent assassin type of thing.
Yeah, but I think Curtis Axel definitely pulled it off that what Alex Riley couldn't.
Yeah, I think that might work.
Axel's at least got the wrestling ability to back that up. Riley did not. He also had weird T-Rex arms.
That's funny.
No, his arms look disturbingly short compared to a normal person.
Yeah.
Remember when CeeLo Green did the SummerSlam?
No.
The little weird intermission where he sang 2 songs at SummerSlam one year?
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at CeeLo Green, I'm like, man, his arms are fucking short. Can he even grab both of them at the same time?
No idea.
Those hilarious. That's what I got from Alex Riley. All right, number 4 on this list, because I'm going backwards, is someone we're both very big fans of, very high on. I think he has potential to break out. Cedric Alexander.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He shouldn't be on 205 Live. Like, no doubt in my mind, he's got to be in a mid card position soon.
Now I'm gonna read to you what they say about him. Excuse me. I just had dinner before we got on the air.
Yummy.
It was. So, in theater, a staple of every great musical is an I want song, like I want this, I want that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a number that takes place early in the first act when the protagonist passionately shares their goal with the audience and gets the crowd on their side from that point forward. Cedric Alexander's I Want came against Kota Ibushi in the second round of last year's WWE Cruiserweight Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Seen as a firm underdog against tournament favorite Ibushi, Alexander put on an awe-inspiring performance that captivated both the WWE Universe and Triple H himself. Alexander was not victorious that night, but the crowd reaction was so passionate, the fans literally chanted, "Please sign Cedric." So, WWE did. Injuries have delayed Cedric Alexander's breakout since that night. The Charlotte, North Carolina native has returned, however, and seems more than ready to strip away the underrated moniker and lift the curtain on an amazing second act that will absolutely leave the WWE Universe wanting more.
That's awesome.
I can't say it better than that. Ryan Papola, you said it perfectly, man. That is exactly how a lot of us see Cedric Alexander. And it's not even the 205 Live thing. This man could be a breakout star in any division. He lost 20 pounds of muscle and weight to get into 205. He could easily gain that back, stock himself up a little, still keep himself at the same speed and agility that he has, and break out into a mid-card talent, and then work his way up.
Yeah, exactly.
He has the crowd behind him. He has the talent to make it work. The dude can work a mic. He is your total package right now. And I think he's being wasted away. This should be your headlining act on 205 Live, and this guy should be your he should be the reason why they tune into Raw every week to see the Cruiserweight before they watch 205 Live.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see more Cedric Alexander? Watch after SmackDown. That's how it should be done. But it's not yet, is it?
Nope.
Now, this one, I absolutely agree with. Emma.
Oh, dude, they've done her so wrong since the injury.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the 4 that they're talking about on this list, they're the top 4. Now, yes, I agree with Apollo Crews. I agree with Grand Metalik. He needs to be boosted more. Obviously, we just had a legitimate conversation about what we think about Curtis Axel and if he could or couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And fuck Liv Morgan. Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cedric Alexander, yes. Emma, totally. Now, remember when NXT's first pay-per-view, NXT Arrival, right?
Yeah.
The first one, it was Emma versus Paige. Everyone went nuts for that match. And everyone thought Paige was the breakout star. Let's be honest. The only reason why that match was good was...
Emma.
Absolutely. She's the reason why that match did so well. She is far beyond talented, and she doesn't get the push that she deserves. She gets, completely forgot about because this whole 4-horsewoman revolution, and yet they helped open up your eyes to what pro wrestling could be, but who was doing it before them? Emma. Who got the shit out of the stick before them? Emma. Who had to work with Santino before them? Emma.
Mm-hmm.
And she went back down to NXT, completely revitalized her career, made Dana Brooke relevant. Seriously. Comes back up, gets dumped on her beat. Emma.
Yeah.
honestly, if they gave her the spotlight, like they said, the much overdue spotlight, she could be the heel to watch on Raw that isn't Alexa Bliss. We can only hope.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Come on, man. You've seen it yourself.
Yeah.
You know how good she is.
No, I know. And
I've seen it live.
And when they did the Emelina thing, and they basically said they kept putting it off, and then she comes up and says, "Yeah, now you've seen it," and transitioning back to Emma. I was like, "What in the hell is this garbage?" Like,
it was a troll and a half, is what it was. But you know what it also meant? It meant Emma wasn't wrestling, and people just didn't care.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 on this list, a team that we haven't seen for a while due to an injury.
American Alpha, yeah.
Now, I have a feeling once Chad Gable's healthy again, we're going to see them come back and just run roughshod all over the division.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the same thing happened with the Revival.
But the Revival's been making recent appearances, okay? So they're trying to make them relevant again. That's what I don't like. When a tag team is injured, why don't you have the one guy out there, the other guy is injured, just sit in a chair and watch him wrestle?
Yeah, exactly. That makes.
Jason Jordan ain't injured.
Yeah, exactly. That makes total sense to me.
Hell, this would even be better for Jordan because Jordan can start adapting to more moves finally. Okay? Being forced to be the only guy in the match means you have to wrestle a lot more. So you have to wrestle a little differently. You're not just going to hit all your fucking spots.
Well, you're also.
So this would actually.
Yeah, you're not going to just be getting the hot tag either and running in and clotheslining guys.
Seriously, or throwing people in his case.
Yeah.
But still, it's the way that look. Chad Gable's is the total package, if you ask me. Jason Jordan is an Adonis in looks and ability,
but it wasn't.
But he's still just a tag guy.
Well, and it wasn't until Chad Gable.
Jordan,
yeah.
I can see he wasn't nothing until Chad Gable. Absolutely. The whole I'm looking for a tag team partner. Are my cauliflower ears burning?
Yeah, that was
Are you talking about me?
That was the best fucking promo.
That's how you introduce a guy.
Yeah, the whole month long, hey, I'm trying to get your attention to make me your tag team partner was great.
It was a very organic build-up.
Yeah.
It felt good. But you also look at Chad Gable. I remember when I watched Chad Gable's debut match, and he only wrestled one match before they did the team thing. And wrestled against Tyler Breeze, and instantly I was a fan of his. I looked at him and goes, this guy has potential to be amazing. Okay? And I just honestly see he is the second coming of Kurt Angle in pro wrestling.
Yeah, I could see that. He's entertaining as hell, man. He is.
And Chad Gable has, in his matches, shown that he could be a singles guy if he needed to.
Yeah.
So let's say Jordan got injured. Should they have let Gable continue wrestling? I think they should have. And since Gable is injured, Jordan should be the guy in the ring right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
I think this is a wasted opportunity because this would give, I think, Jordan the much-needed skills that he's currently missing being in the tag team. All right? He's going to be like Jim Neidhart if he doesn't, build up his skills in some fashion.
Yeah, no,
at least Marty Jannetty, if they gave Marty Jannetty a chance and he laid off the coke, he could have done something.
Well, he did win the IC title.
Yeah, well, more than that, though. All right? They would have done something where he wasn't just a tag guy for the rest of his life. Look what Owen Hart did.
All of a sudden, my brain went to the New Rockers, and they put Al Snow as Leif Cassidy with Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, I remember when Leif Cassidy, and I'm going to call him Leif right now, wrestled Shawn Michaels in a match, and he just kept shaking Shawn's hand.
I don't remember that.
Because he was fanboying over the fact that he was in the ring with the original rocker that he replaced.
That's funny.
Poor Al Snow. The man was too talented to get treated like he did.
If the freaking Avatar masked character, too.
Oh, man. Who was playing? That was Savio Vega.
Savio Vega, yeah. And then the Sultan was wasn't that Rikishi?
Yes, that was before the Rikishi gimmick.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's interesting when you think back to these things, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Al Snow took a lot of shit until he became Al Snow. I'm still disappointed that ECW never pulled the trigger on him and made him champ.
Yeah, that'd been fun.
Even if it would just been a TV title, you know?
All right, so who's number one or number? Are we at number one yet? Number two?
Okay, all right. So number one. You want to take a guess who number one might be? Who do you think's currently criminally underrated right now in the WWE? Who's not getting his fair share?
Criminally underrated.
And as you can tell, it's a dude because I said his. So that narrows it down a little.
See, and for me, I my brain wants to go to NXT with it and Andrade Almas, but I don't think that's going to be number one on the WWE list.
Well, we know there was an NXT person on the list, so it's not impossible, but unfortunately it's not Andrade Almas. I also think that they're just kind of holding him over until they call him up after SummerSlam.
Maybe. The only thing else that I can maybe think of, oh man,
he's on Raw.
Part of me was even thinking The Miz.
That party is correct.
Yeah, it really is The Miz?
It's The Miz.
Oh, jeez. That's funny. Because he is. I mean, again, don't get me wrong.
He's stuck in a feud with Dean fucking Ambrose right now again.
Yeah. I mean,
The Miz had the hottest year. And then he went to Raw. And what's happened?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You can't deny the fact that... Here, I'm going to read what it says. Right? Alright. If there's any reason the folks might dispute The Miz's status as a top-tier superstar, it's that he never shuts up about how great he is. But denying the guy for stunting on his haters seems a tad petty, considering no superstar made as many waves as the A-lister over the past year. He robbed Zack Ryder of the Intercontinental title, made himself one of, if not the focal points of SmackDown Live, became a stealth scene stealer on Total Divas with his wife Maurice, and screamed in Bryan Daniels' face on Talking Smack with such vitriol that the bear straight up left the room. The Team Blue, if Team Blue is the house that AJ Styles built, Miz was the rug that tied the room together. And Tuesdays haven't been the same since he left, and I agree with that completely. As a Raw superstar, the former WWE champion is facing an unlikely and long-shot path to Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. To most, that just means there's an outside chance the Beast Incarnate can send Miz to Suplex City. But the only thing more awesome than that would be if the A-lister somehow managed to pull it off.
Yeah,
this dude...
I was a fan of The Miz way back when. You can go back and ask Brian Claw. I was one of those guys where...
We've been talking about The Miz for a long time. I remember when he won the title. We were both stoked.
Yeah, I mean,
and then the booking for the title was shit.
Because when he first came out and they made him like and when he was doing the Tough Enough thing, I was like, really? Like the MTV dude? Okay, whatever. And then he came in the top...
Really? The MTV dude for Raw?
The top team. He came in top 2. So whatever. Cool with him. Then they made him the host of the Diva Search stuff. And you could tell he could talk. He wasn't like... I mean, we just really didn't see him getting good in the ring, really. And then all the news came out. Well, and then the news came out that he was basically treated like shit in the back and having to change in the hallway and shit. They wouldn't let him in the locker room, which is kind of crap to me personally. I can't help but look at that and go, yeah, I know he came in under weird circumstances, but did you do the same shit to Maven? Well, did you do the same thing to Maven? Because part of me thinks with Maven, I mean, we never heard about what happened with Maven. Maybe he did. Maybe they did treat him like shit and make him change in the hallway or find a janitor's closet or some shit. But we never heard about it. With The Miz, we heard about it because we started to hear. That was like starting to get into social media days. Like the very beginnings of social media days blowing up. So we started hearing about that shit. Then they put him in as the smarmy character coming out with the fedora, and that's when I thought it was like, okay, cool. Like he's kind of like the whole Chris Jericho whiny bitch when he loses, and the smarmy heel.
He was starting to come into his own as a douchebag.
Yeah, and I like that character. And then
and then he teamed up with John Morrison.
Miz and Morrison was great, and then afterwards it was like, okay, where do they go from here? Like they even had that conversation. Who's gonna be the Marty Jannetty of this group? And it turns out it was Morrison.
Good for Morrison though, because he's become the Shawn Michaels of a whole different company.
Exactly. So, but yeah, like I've over the years, I mean, and we've done on this show and the P-Dub shows that we used to do over the time span. I was one of those guys. I would consistently pick against The Miz because I was just like, they just can't keep giving him wins. Like, it seemed like every single fucking pay-per-view I was picking against The Miz, and The Miz would win. And then the one time I would pick...
laugh my ass off every time.
It would it'd be infuriating to me because it's like it always happens. Then the one time I pick The Miz, he fucking loses. It's like, god damn it, I can't win.
For a long time after that.
Yeah, you guys are giving me shit all the time for it, and it's honestly, it's not the fact that I didn't want to see him succeed or whatnot. It's just at the time I'm like, okay, you can't keep this guy winning all the time. Like he gets
during his recent IC title run, the first one, right?
Yeah. I mean, he keeps getting his ass kicked on a regular basis during the week, and then it always ends up cheating his way to a victory, or somehow doing something, just a quick roll up or something, and catches somebody. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really?
No matter how you win, as long as you win.
Mm-hmm. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. That's very much Miz, dude. That very much is Miz. But
and he's been very entertaining because of it this whole time.
Mm-hmm. And Maurice just adds to the character.
Oh yeah, she has been the thing that's really like once the whole Daniel Bryan thing happened. I remember she tweeted a picture of a bingo hall.
Oh, nice.
And just says they're waiting for you, Daniel.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Or some shit like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, she is the perfect balance to what The Miz is. And he's just pure entertainment. Him going to Raw was the biggest mistake for The Miz. Because right now, it should be him being SmackDown champion. Nothing against Jinder Mahal. You know, I hope Mahal is able to completely make this thing work and run with it and do something good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing against Mahal. But The Miz is just so much more talented than he is that it's unfair to The Miz. It's just unfair to The Miz that he has to play third or fourth fiddle on a show where he just doesn't belong. SmackDown should be his show. AJ Styles versus The Miz should be headlining SummerSlam. And I'm not saying that just because I'm going to be there.
Yeah, lucky.
I know. I'm saying that because it's legitimately a match I think could be your moneymaker match for the show. Is The Miz a great wrestler? No. Is The Miz a good wrestler? Yes. Does he counteract the bad with the good because of how much of a fucking character he is? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ultimate balance. If you're talking about the perfect character, the perfect packages in pro wrestling, The Miz is it. Because The Miz, when he's in there with a wrestler on his level, can put on a good match. When he's in there with a wrestler on a better level, he puts on a great match. If he's in there with a guy like Daniel Bryan, when Daniel Bryan was still wrestling, they put on a fucking fest like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anyone calling Miz a bad wrestler then.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, it's one of those situations where, yeah, Miz is one of those guys who he's sneaky good, dude. Like, he's sneaky good. Like
you don't expect it because his body type is kind of lumpy. Okay, the dude's not jacked. The dude's not fat. He's just somewhere in between.
Well, he's also not big either.
He's tall. He's not short. He's not, gonna lift up the Big Show. But the way he wrestles, he's not fast, but he's not slow. He's not lumbering. He's not jacked.
He's literally the generic creator wrestler, like body type, like the generic like weight and height, everything just generic that they give you. That's the Miz, and then it's just character wise turned up to 11.
Exactly. He knows that he isn't the best wrestler, so he has to compensate in some fashion. And that's dropping F-bombs on Talking Smack. That's making Daniel Bryan look like a fool. You know they won't let me wrestle. Then quit.
Yeah.
Go back to Ring of Honor. If you have 97 doctors that tell you you can wrestle again and one says no, I'm sure ROH will listen to the other 97.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right? It makes sense to me.
So then shut your mouth and fucking quit. No, you have a baby now. You worried about your paycheck, right?
Yeah.
Thought so. Fucking The Miz on that promo alone. I don't care if you hate him, you love him, you had to respect him after that. Because he said this, and I don't give a shit what, Daniel Bryan walked off because part of this. Fuck that! Daniel Bryan was going to say something that's going to get him fired. When he started talking about, Miz, if I was talking about the soft WWE style when I was wrestling in the Indies, you would be it. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, that's a fucking shoot.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Yeah, who wrote that shit for him? I'm sure, right?
Yeah, nobody wrote that. Yeah. And that's honestly, that's the best thing about SmackDown sometimes, especially the Talking Smack, is because they let them go, dude. They don't script that shit. They have an idea of what they want to talk about, but especially with guys like The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and I mean, it just go, man. Just talk about like what's going on in your brain and your heart, man. And it makes for good stuff. That's why Warrior promos were hilarious, because he just goes off on a fucking tangent and nobody knows what the hell he's talking about.
Do we cut? Do we let him keep going? What do we do?
Yeah.
But The Miz shows passion when he cuts those promos on Talking Smack. The way he attacked Daniel Bryan, and Bryan had to literally walk off. And he just kept going like he didn't skip a beat. That just goes to show how professional The Miz. And when Miz lost the title, he lost his shit backstage to the point where you just pure emotion and vulgarity.
Yeah.
Okay? He just fuck! Just like big bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
That's fine.
I've had moments like that as a coach, dude, where I don't let shit fly in front of the kids at all. Like I get, you could tell I'm upset, but I don't let it go more than that. And then I get to the campus or whatnot, if we're on a road trip or something like that, and I'll go up into the office area and I just freaking just rage, dude.
Just let it fly, man. Sometimes you just have to let it fly.
Yeah.
And that emotion comes out in the way he wrestles.
Yeah.
He is one of the few guys I truly believe is passionate about pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a job for him. This is not a career. This is not a living. This is a livelihood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and
man.
It comes off as pure passion for him. And that's what makes me a fan of The Miz right now. Maybe I'm not liking his booking, maybe I'm not liking his talent, maybe I'm not liking his wrestling, but I will always appreciate what The Miz has done, does, can do, and will do for this business because of how he feels about it.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those situations where I think WWE is starting to realize that with their signings for NXT, because you're starting to see a lot more indie guys that they are eventually going to try to mold into that WWE style. But that, I think, when it comes,
doesn't hurt. Look how great Sami Zayn is.
No, exactly. But you can tell, like even with Sami Zayn, man, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, that passion, that fire is there.
And that's why I think Sammy's going to get that push on SmackDown finally.
Yeah, I mean, even to a point where like I'm kind of shocked Cesaro isn't on that list because I Cesaro is another one that I really think
Cesaro's stuck fucking raw.
Yeah, he's stuck in mid cartel.
Cesaro's going through the motions.
Yeah,
and you can tell he's going through the motions. I think he likes what he does because he gets to wrestle and he gets to hang out with his friend Sheamus.
Yeah.
You know they're buddies.
Yeah.
So you can tell that because when they have that team, you know, two guys are usually really good friends when they take liberties and beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
And if you remember the feud between Sheamus and Cesaro, while it wasn't a very good feud outside of the matches, I mean, the matches were great, but no one really gave a shit because they wrestled so often, they just fucking beat the tar out of each other over and over again. They were taking some very heavy-handed shots with one another. And that makes you sit there and go, they must really trust each other to be able to fucking waylay into each other like that like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Another one. Cesaro. Not Cesaro. Zayn and Owens.
Yeah. Passion, dude. It's
not only that though, it's that friendship that they have with each other that allow them to put on matches like they do.
Yeah, I mean,
you ever see Triple H and Shawn Michaels beat the crap out of each other to the point where you go, they shouldn't be doing that. They're friends. Stop that. That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts me to watch.
Yeah, no.
But you know, when you have that friendship with someone, you're willing to take that extra mile to put on the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man, to think about this stuff. But yeah, I mean, going back to the Miz, dude, he is honestly everything that you want in a superstar. Really, when it comes down to it,
everything you want in a company, man.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why he's also been the guy to go out and do that stuff, to go out and do the PR things. I mean, he does the movies and stuff once in a while, but he's at like almost every PR thing, dude.
Like, I mean, if he ever retires, he will be the ultimate WWE ambassador.
Oh, hell yeah. And you know what's funny? Random story, and I know Brian's probably told it on air at least once with us here, but I'm bringing it up again. When WWE WrestleMania, they did the tour, and I don't remember where WrestleMania was being held that year, but they did the Access tour. They were like literally they'd have like a portion of a shopping mall blocked off where they had autograph signings and stuff like that. Well, the mall out here in the Bay Area, they had certain signing times, and we happened to go down there, and it was The Miz and Candice Michelle. And
that's a time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. And I really didn't care. I didn't want to wait in a line for so damn long and just get an autograph or shake a hand to somebody or whatnot. I'm just like, okay, you're going to go wait in line for an hour. I'm going to go wander the mall and go do whatever. But Brian, by the time he got up there, he wanted nothing to do with Candice Michelle. He literally walked right by her, and she got offended. And he walked right over to the Miz and shook the Miz's hand and stuff like that. And so it was like, it's just funny to think about Candice Michelle getting all pissed off because she got ignored because she has tits, I guess. I don't know. So,
well, that says a lot about Brian.
Yeah, that's the funny part. But I'm like, yeah, most of the time nobody walks by Candice, but I wouldn't walk by Candice Michelle like that. Come on, man, Jesus.
I'd even stop and say hi to Candice Michelle, but my main goal would probably be the Miz.
Yeah. So, but no, and also in that process, when I was wandering around the mall, I actually accidentally walked into Hillbilly Jim. So I got to meet Hillbilly Jim for no money. I just.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. I'm like, plain clothes, like basically how you saw him on the Legends house. And I'm like, you're Hillbilly Jim, aren't you? And he looks at me, he smiles, and he goes, yeah. I go, hey, nice to meet you. It's good to I liked your stuff in the ring, even going back to the Mania stuff. And that was him and Bundy and the midgets.
Oh, dear God.
I love that shit, dude. That's one of my favorite things from the Mania 3.
Oh, Of course it is.
Yeah, it was fun.
You like the midgets, you
Yeah.
bastard.
Hey, why not? I see. That's another thing that the novelty acts. You don't have that stuff as much anymore. And like they had Hornswoggle for a while, but he really wasn't even like he was on the roster, but he wasn't doing shit. Like that's why like when El Torito came out with the Matadors, it was kind of refreshing because he actually could wrestle. So,
Slightly, yes.
but it was still fun. But yeah, man. I mean,
I don't miss dwarf wrestling, but I will say, Masquerita Sagrada has been hilarious on Lucha Underground.
Well, especially being the foil to Famous B.
Man, Son of Havoc has no friends outside of Angelico
and Masquerita Sagrada.
And Masquerita Sagrada.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like the fact that at one point in time that he came in with a motorcycle and Masquerita Sagrada's in the sidecar.
That was hilarious. Look, man, Lucha Underground has a lot of fucking fun, and it's always entertaining to watch, and I'm glad that they have fun doing it.
Well, and it's you look at that roster, and majority of the guys that are on that roster are rejects. Were WWE or TNA rejects that nobody wanted anymore. They didn't want to put them on TV. They didn't want to. I mean, they thought they were either too much money or overrated or what. Like Mysterio, dude. Nobody wants Rey Mysterio other than Lucha Underground AAA right now.
Yeah, but he works well there.
Yeah, I mean it fits, but it's also one of those situations where it's like WWE, they hyped him up so much there, and then nearing the end when he got injured and stuff like that, it was almost to a point where like he was almost untouchable for a while there. Like you never thought he would ever let go.
Yeah, but I'm glad they did because he actually worked out in Lucha Underground where he puts people over. Yes, he gets put over other people.
Yeah. But
it doesn't seem unrealistic, and he's been wrestling so much better there.
Yeah, I mean, Mundo left WWE. I don't know if he left on bad terms. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
I think there was definitely an issue between him and more him being with
Melina.
What's her name?
Melina.
Yeah, her.
They're not even together anymore. I heard.
Oh well, maybe they'll be willing to come back now.
Yeah, I don't know, but he went and did the acting stunt thing for a while, like about a year or so, and then Lucha started coming around, and that's when we started hearing him coming back.
Because he was not going to be an actor.
I've seen him in a couple little short things that they did for Superpower Beatdown, where he played. He was Casey Jones in a little deathmatch thing that they did against. It was Casey Jones versus Kick-Ass.
Okay, shit like that's fine.
Yeah, it was cool. He did that, and he also did one where he played Bucky. I can't remember who he faced off against in that one, but he was the Winter Soldier.
Come on, you can tell he's not even that great on the mic in Lucha Underground. Okay.
Yeah, no, but
it's not about him being in the mic. And thankfully, he's a fucking talented wrestler.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's athletically gifted as hell. But like even
in the end, Lucha Underground is the perfect place for him to, hone his craft.
Yeah, I mean, and then again, you got guys there like the Mac. The Mac is a WWE cast-off. He was in NXT and then never got a chance to be on TV. They let him go.
Well, the Mac was let go because of previous injuries.
No,
unfortunately, WWE was at the point where, like, oh, you have a previous injury? We're not going to take a chance on you.
Yeah, or
Next Nigel not getting hired.
Yeah, well, Brian Cage got let go from WWE because of performance enhancers. But but again, it's one of those things where I don't know if he's on them still. I know he couldn't pass the test with WWE, but if he's not, dude, they're missing out on a talent, dude. They're missing out on a big talent.
Or maybe Lucha Underground don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's...
Like, it's pro fucking wrestling. Everything's fucking figured out already. Who cares how jacked you are?
Yeah, but again, I mean...
And what you're using to get jacked with.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Evans has always been a really underrated talent. I mean, he's not the greatest wrestler in the world, but he's still entertaining as all hell.
He's a rubber band. He's a human rubber band. And he's always has been. That's always been entertaining about him.
And he's getting up there in age. He's in his like mid to late 30s now, so he's not a spring chicken anymore. But he's still doing all the shit that he's been doing since his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got. I mean, the only the highest. I mean, rated person I think that on that roster that hasn't been in the E is Puma, is Ricochet.
And there's potential for that happening.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, you got Muertes was a WCW and TNA guy. Freaking A, man. It's scary to think that. I mean, Chavo was very, very underrated in WWE because he was overshadowed by Eddie.
Yeah, but Chavo was overshadowed by Eddie everywhere he went, and he never tried to fight.
Well, he was also overshadowed by Vicky.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
All right? I don't think anyone thought Vicky Guerrero was going to become, the character that she did.
Yeah.
But Chavo was to blame for most of it himself. Because he never tried to fight out of that. It's like, oh, I'm Uncle Eddie's nephew.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm going to be. I'm Uncle Eddie's nephew.
I mean,
I love the fact that Lucha Underground never let that happen.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, yeah, he's part of the famous Guerrero family, Chavo Guerrero, the last warrior.
Yeah, exactly. They don't necessarily mention the name Eddie. They just mention the family name. I love that. They
mention Eddie every once in a while, but it's not to the point where it's like, he's Uncle Eddie's nephew.
Yeah. I mean, you even got, like, again, the WCW afterthought Vampiro, dude. I mean, for the most... I'm going to say it, dude, because WCW didn't treat him very well. But he's a legend in Mexico, so to have him on there is great. Stryker was even I think Stryker's very underrated on the microphone. I think Stryker's one of the best out there.
Too smart for himself in WWE, and he just rubbed people the wrong way. Now you're talking to a guy who actually watched Stryker wrestle for a long time here in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, who's actually had a chance to make fun of Stryker times. See him ruin AK Wedding because he got involved with Stryker a few times. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with Matt Stryker's career, and I remember when they did, Stryker was... Okay, so those of you who don't know what Matt Stryker's history was, he was a teacher in Cardozo High School, which is not too far from where I am now.
Okay.
Okay? That narrows down things. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, well. So, Cardozo, one of those, I don't fucking know, or care, really, because I didn't go there. That was not my high school of choice, ever. So, he was a history teacher there. Kind of explains a lot of his knowledge. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he was caught by the Board of Ed for using his sick days to wrestle in Japan. Now, their response was, sick days are for when you're sick. Vacation days are for when you want to play with other men naked.
Who cares, dude? You have days. Take them off.
Yeah, but the way he used them and the way he got caught using them, he wasn't allowed to use them like that, so he got shit canned. Now, during that time, Kurt Angle was doing a 3-minute challenge, where he would challenge any schlub in the pro wrestling universe, or whatever. If they could beat him or survive 3 minutes, they would get his gold medals.
Nice.
Matt Stryker made it to like 255. He came out, everyone's like, hey, that's Matt Stryker, the former teacher that got fired because of his passion for wrestling. And lo and behold, he got a fucking job out of it.
Yep.
Honestly, it's like, that was one of the things I say, man, if he can make it, then any fucking man can.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Anyone can make it into the WWE. So, yeah, that kind of... He went that way, and then he left because they didn't want him anymore, and he just wasn't jiving with what they wanted as an announcer or as a talent. So he was gone. And he was doing indies and, New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Yeah, a little bit. I know he did a commentary spot at one of the Wrestle Kingdoms with JR. Yeah.
And then Lucha Underground showed up. And he started announcing Lucha. And at first, it was a bit, ho-hum, same shit, different day. Then he finally caught his groove.
Yeah, he and Vampiro jive.
Him and Vampiro finally caught their groove, man.
Yeah, I enjoy them together. Especially, I mean, and I think I might have said it before on here. Brian Cage put up a post and said stuff, oh, what's your favorite match of Lucha Underground so far? And I said, well, I'm not going to say a match. I'm just going to say when Vampiro makes fun of Stryker for his stupid dad jokes. Seriously, I love them bantering back and forth, and Vampiro just kind of just goes, oh my god, did you really just say that, you idiot?
I know, right? Oh, you're dying.
Sorry about that.
Folks, if this is our show together, it's been a pleasure talking.
Damn it.
Are you dead yet?
Sorta, kind of. Saliva went down the wrong tube.
What were you drinking?
Nothing.
Wait, how's that? What?
I started laughing at myself talking about the Stryker dad jokes thing.
So that almost kills you?
Yeah, basically.
My God, we need to work on your tolerance.
Oh man, that was bad.
You know, tolerance for spit.
All right, okay. I think I'm.
So, how did this man die? He choked to death on his own spittle.
Yeah, that was bad. Oh man.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Oh well. Shit happens. Oh man.
Ashamed of yourself.
I am shamed.
Okay, good. Now I feel better.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, you're talking about how awesome Stryker and Vampiro are. It took them about 3 or 4 months to really get that shit.
Yeah.
2 months, 3 months, somewhere around there before they really started to flow. It also helped that at that point, Lucha Underground stopped having visa issues and were able to get wrestlers to actually perform.
Exactly. Well, and also too, I mean, going back to the ones that WWE missed on, they had Ivelisse. She was in NXT. Like, she was there. She was a regular in the first few episodes of NXT on the net, on would have been on that .com at the time. And I didn't have the network yet. They had in the Tough Enough program, they had Marty the Moth. They had Son of Havoc.
Thank God he broke his foot.
Yeah, they had those guys in their program there on that first season with Stone Cold Steve Austin on USA.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that those three are now in Lucha Underground, and they're killing it.
They really are.
So to me, it boggles my mind that WWE has missed so many times.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, them missing is a benefit for pro wrestling.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Okay?
Very much so. Yeah, I just here I'm gonna, just for the sake of pulling it up, I'm gonna go on to pull up the Lucha Underground roster.
Oh, this should be interesting. Are you sure you want to do that?
Huh.
It might give away spoilers.
Oh man.
Don't do it. They'll give away spoilers.
Okay, damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. So what we're gonna do instead is finally do what we were supposed to do like an hour and a half ago, and
run down
talk
Extreme
about Extreme Rules.
Okay, we'll do that then. So I still have the window up here. I didn't close that one. You said you really didn't care about it, but I'm still going to try to make you pick one anyway. Rich Swann, Sasha Banks versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
I'll go Swann and Banks.
Okay. The boss and the dancing machine there. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go that way too, because I just, to me, like,
I don't think Alicia Fox can handle it.
No, I don't think so either. I felt
Noam Dar wears a fucking neck. Just No, it's too much.
No, I'm sorry. Dude,
just like you walk into the ring makes me sweat.
It's funny because Noam Dar, he was one of those guys where in that first match of the Cruiserweight Classic that he was in, he looked god-awful. And obviously that was just because he happened to be facing one of the Bollywood boys.
Yeah, we've been loving with Jinder Mahal.
Yeah. Well, they don't wrestle anymore. They're basically glorified J&J security.
And you say that like that's a bad thing?
No, it's just basically what they are. They don't have to wrestle anymore. They just take a bump here and there. That's it. That's honestly got to be a better gig because you're only taking a bump maybe once every 4 days instead of bumps every day, multiple bumps every day.
Well, they might be taking bumps every day. They're just not wrestling matches.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
I'm sure they're
live
shows. House shows getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, maybe take a bump or two, but you're not wrestling 10 minutes worth of bumps every day. You're taking 1 or 2, so it's better on your body, I guess. In that case,
unless you're wrestling Randy Orton. Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Yeah, that shit-eating grin, like I done fucked up.
He's like, oops. When you getting fired for that, Randy?
Yeah, exactly. We got the Cruiserweight title on the line in a submission match. Neville taking on Austin Aries.
Aries has got to win this shit now.
I agree. Yeah, even 205 Live this week, Neville got the best of him, so usually that tends to mean that the other guy's going over. So I'm going Aries, finally, please. Please, WWE.
For fuck's sake.
It's great
that Neville finally got a push, but for fuck's sake.
Yeah. And then I think that's going to end up being Aries versus TJP afterwards, maybe. I hope.
I'll take that at
So,
SummerSlam.
Steel Cage tag team match for the Raw tag team titles. The Hardys defending against Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm already sick of the Hardys.
Actually,
I'm over the Hardys already, dude. Like, I wanted to see the broken gimmick in WWE, and I haven't got it, and the Hardys can go away. I don't care.
Honestly, the only thing that was keeping them around was the broken gimmick.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't
like, they
care.
revitalized the career. Yeah, granted, they can still wrestle, but their characters are boring as shit outside of the broken shit.
Oh, dude, I was at Mania. I marked the fuck out when they came out there. I was not gonna hide it, dude. I was a total mark. But now that we've seen that they have no ambition to go with the broken gimmick so far, I care fucking less. I put the belt on Cesaro and Sheamus and let Cesaro and Sheamus feud with the Revival.
I'm down for that.
That would be fun. That would actually.
Probably won't. They'll have the Revival take it off of the Hardys. So I'm gonna say the Hardys win.
Yeah. The only reason why I will say the Hardys will win is because it's WWE. I want Cesaro and Sheamus to win. I think the Hardys are going to get put up.
You and me both. I want the same them two to win for a while.
Yeah.
Even though the English language doesn't want me to want them to.
Yeah. Yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus, again, they deserve to have the belts. And again, like the Hardys are coming in as a novelty act, and for the most part, a nostalgia act. But
I think they're going to use the Hardys to put over the Revival when the Revival come back.
I hope so. I really hope so. But yeah, I think WWE is going to wind up keeping the belts on the Hardys. So as much as I don't want it, I'm going with that. Kendo stick on a pole match for the Raw Women's title.
Oh, hey, Vince Russo.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley. Oh, I gotta say that segment on Monday night was absolutely god awful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't watch Raw at all this week? No?
I haven't watched.
Okay.
I haven't watched Raw since the last pay-per-view.
Okay. They did Alexa Bliss did a Bayley "This Is Your Life" kind of thing, and so she had like Bayley's like 6th grade teacher and a bunch of like random memorabilia, and then like Bayley's like high school best friend. And high school's her first ever boyfriend from high school, and the shocker of all shockers, the guy dated Bailey just to because he was interested in the best friend. It was like it was ridiculous. It was the dumbest shit ever. It was like, yeah, it was bad. It was like I'd rather watch paint dry. Like that was that segment. It was so god awful. So
yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was really really bad. So yeah, I couldn't imagine like why they did that, but they did. Stupid
shit like that.
Well, Alexa got the best of Bailey in that one, and they keep playing it up like Bailey like won't. That she has not touched the kendo stick yet. Like, not once touched the kendo stick so far since the match was named. So I have a feeling like they're gonna try to play it up like we did with the John Cena Bray Wyatt thing, where like Bray's trying to push him so hard to get him to turn heel kind of thing, or to go attack him with a chair or whatever it was. I have a feeling that's what they're gonna try to do, and I'm hoping that Bailey wins. I don't think that she will. I'm gonna pick Bliss.
I want Bliss to continue because her feud, just her running with the title is great, and I want more of her and Nia Jax as like a group.
Yeah, I
follow Bliss on Instagram, and it's just hilarious the shit that her and Jax just go through.
That's funny.
Together, it's like they like that relationship could play off on television and still work in a heel basis.
Yeah, yeah.
They should do that.
I have a feeling like they're gonna try to do the same thing with Bailey like they did with Cena. Like she's gonna get the kendo stick and she's not gonna be able to swing it and hit Bliss with it or something like that. Like that's just not her. She's too nice of a person to use it or something like that. I think that's it. What they
really, we've seen her use stairs against Sasha Banks in NXT.
I know, and I have a feeling that's what they're gonna try to play that up a little bit, which bothers me. So
I hope not, because I've seen Alexa Bliss. I've seen Bailey kick some ass before. So.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm not hopeful about that match at all. But I think Bliss keeps the belt.
I hope Bliss keeps the belt in general.
Yeah. But
that's just me being a fanboy.
Yeah. So, we got for a fucking pay-per-view called Extreme Rules, and the night where basically every match has some sort of fucking stipulation for the most part. We got a fucking match where a disqualification can cause a title change. What in the fuck? The IC title match, Dean Ambrose defending against The Miz. If Ambrose is disqualified, he loses the fucking title. What?
Here's my I don't give a flying fuckface.
Oh, dude, I was like, are you kidding me? Really? Like, that's how you're gonna play this one up? Like, could you just imagine, like, The Miz has somebody randomly come out and hit him in the back with a chair, so Dean loses the belt.
Honestly, that's what I would do 3 minutes into the match.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine, like, that's probably gonna end up being what the finish is, somehow, some way. Like, The Miz has somebody planted to come out and do something, and then they have to restart the match or some shit or whatever. I don't know, and then it turns into a complete no disqualification, false count anywhere match or some shit.
I don't want any of that. I just want him to walk away with the title and then, boot Ambrose into outer space.
That'd be fun.
I don't need to see Dean Ambrose again anytime soon.
Yeah, they can do without him for a little bit. I'm totally fine with that.
Actually, you know what? I never need to see Dean Ambrose again, ever. And I'd be fine. Honestly, don't think I'd miss him.
I think you're getting to the point where I am with Randy Orton.
I passed that point a long time ago for Randall's.
So, and then I'm going with the Miz. But
like when Randy was gone, I did not even realize he was gone. That's how much I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I'm going with Miz to win this one too. It just seems. No, actually, you know what? Shit. It's hard to say because it seems like this would be the perfect time to prove that Ambrose deserves a title and blah 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 yada yada yada.
He's dithering.
I want the Miz to win. I'll go with the Miz.
Okay. And then the main event, again, no Universal title to be seen. Apparently Brock Lesnar's on another planet defending it against aliens or something. But Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match. So again, no DQ finally in this one. To determine the number one contender to who gets to face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire.
Hey, not even SummerSlam?
I think it's Great Balls of Fire, the one that's going to be in Dallas like next month. Yeah. So Roman Reigns, Seth.
That title.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe.
Hey, I honestly don't give a fuck about this match.
Yeah, that one's hard. Well, honestly, actually, I think it's actually a fairly straightforward pick. I really do. I think it's going to be Balor, straight up. No doubt in my mind is Balor.
It's going to be Balor or Reigns.
The only reason why I say that is Braun. I mean, I know Braun hasn't been out that long, but I have a feeling that Braun's going to get involved in this match, even if it's one-armed, to take Roman out for whatever it is. Joe and Rollins square off, basically, I mean, continuing their feud. And after what happened on Raw this past week, where Paul Heyman actually came out and cut a promo and pretty much ran up the accolades of Finn Balor, I have a feeling with that promo they put into motion that Finn Balor is going to beat Brock Lesnar, and Heyman's going to manage the Balor Club, and they're going to actually maybe. That's my hunch.
Wow, I didn't realize I could actually be much more uncaring of Raw, but that just made me want to never watch it again. Thanks a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because Heyman came out and cut a promo like on Brock's behalf, and Balor came out and I feel like it was Balor who came out during Heyman's promo, not vice versa. But yeah, it was one of those things where like he kind of ran down. He was like talking about his accolades and things like that, and he actually shook his hand. And he kind of was like, "I'm kind of hoping you're the guy who comes up to face Brock Lesnar." And I was like, "That's weird."
Still don't care.
Okay.
I stopped caring about Paul Heyman when his shtick was literally, "My name is Paul Heyman," and he just said the same thing over and over again after that. So he pretty much became a white Jewish Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler. That was funny for like
that was still more entertaining.
a whole motherfucking year. Really?
Come on, man, they made that shit work.
Well, dude, what is with WWE doing that? They did the same thing. He's like, "My name is Alberto Del Rio," but you already know that. God, really?
Well, they want people to know who the guy's name is, because if you don't, you might forget and not like him.
Like Kazardi. He's talking in carny gibberish. We never knew who the fuck he was, and then he couldn't wrestle on TV.
Well, it didn't help that he wrestled an equally shitty wrestler at the time in MVP.
Yeah, that's true too. Because I've actually seen Sin Bodhi wrestle in person, and he's actually pretty fucking good. So
he was at that match.
Yeah, and that's all that build up for that match, and he got shit canned because of it. So you will. But I don't even know. I don't know if they have announced one yet for a pre-show, because that's 6 matches right there over the course of 3 hours. I mean, they can do that. I can see maybe the 5-way, the main event going 30, 35. I can't see it being much longer than that. And then you give maybe even, 10 to 15 for each match thereafter. So 5 times that, that's what, an hour and 15, hour and a half. So you still are looking at I mean, you have time. if you I don't know. I'm wondering what the hell else they're gonna put on there. I mean, a pre-show match between what the freaking the club and who? I don't know. Put Akira Tozawa and Brian Kendrick on the pre-show match. That'd be interesting, at least. Or set.
But just the whole.
Yeah.
Kind of on the whole thing now.
I'm just looking forward to Money.
I care about Raw. I really don't.
I'm looking forward to Money in the Bank. Actually, that's one.
Yeah, because it's SmackDown, and SmackDown's been having good matches and entertaining storylines and shit that makes you care.
Yeah. Yeah, because right now, Money. Let me get to the Money in the Bank one. I'm gonna bring that up.
Fuck it, I just want the women's Money in the Bank match. I want to see how that works.
See, I've been looking forward to it. I've been kind of talking about, hey, they got to start doing this thing. They got to do it, whatever. I'm not thoroughly fond of who's in it, though. That's the only. I think it could end up being a clusterfuck because of who's in it. If
they don't have much of a choice, women that's in it.
Well, again, because it's the one fucking show. Like, I think that what they should have done for this match is, hey, you know what? I'm the guy that makes things happen. Shane McMahon said, I'm the guy that makes things happen. We give people the opportunities. I'm going to invite Raw women superstars to compete in this Money in the Bank ladder match.
You know what would be more interesting? It brings in a few NXT women.
Yeah, or something. I mean, I just don't like the fact that, like, Tamina and Carmella are in this match. There's no reason. I mean,
at least Carmella's got some talent to her. She has shown over the last year of being on SmackDown improvement in her match.
No,
it still doesn't seem like she strikes very hard.
Well, no, but
she's gotten much better in the ring.
Well, the only thing, the main reason why I don't like Carmella in this match is because I think the ladder weighs more than her.
Okay, so it'd be hilarious to watch her struggle just to set that up and then bring in Ellsworth to do it and he takes the bump.
Ellsworth, I don't even think
it's going to be hilarious.
I don't even think Ellsworth can freaking lift up the goddamn ladder. But Tamina just hasn't shown me. I mean, she hasn't really even been on TV for a long time. They re-signed her. She really hasn't shown me anything. I think. Becky's gonna be I personally think Becky should be the one to win it. But really, I would have liked to have seen.
I want Natty to finally get her run.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but I have a feeling it's going to be Becky, only because I have a whole scenario in my head where Naomi turns heel because Becky cashes in on her and gets pissed. So, yeah, I would have liked to have seen the first women's Money in the Bank ladder match be a co-branded thing where you have Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley. I mean, you can have Natty, you can have Dana or Emma or whoever, or hell, I mean, bring up Asuka for a one. Dude, could you imagine Asuka being the NXT Women's Champion and being Miss Money in the Bank? Who she brings it to the NXT shows, and then all of a sudden, every single time, like just random shows, like she shows up backstage. All she's doing is just sitting there with the briefcase. She's not wrestling on the show. They just have a little backstage thing where they do an interview segment with the woman, and all of a sudden the camera pans over and you see Asuka just sitting there looking with a sinister smile. Because she's got that briefcase and you don't know what's going to happen.
That could work.
So, I mean, but again, it probably won't happen now. I mean, we still got a couple more weeks to that. I think this one's on the 18th. The Money in the Bank is on the 18th.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks from now.
It is, yeah. It is on the 18th. And it's in...
Yeah! Oh my god, I'm getting like fatigue from all this wrestling.
Yeah, followed by Great Balls of Fire, which is on the 9th of July. So we have 3 weeks in between that one. So
oh boy, what's after that?
Battleground, which is they don't have a date for it yet.
So is that gonna be like a mixed pay-per-view?
Battleground is a SmackDown pay-per-view.
That's stupid.
At least it says it. The last Battleground. Yeah, it says brand SmackDown. So on at least on Wikipedia. So I don't know. And then the next pay-per-view after that, let's see.
Should be SummerSlam, right?
Would be SummerSlam, and that you would think that would be co-branded.
Was it Raw branded?
I don't know. I'm looking right now to try to see. Because right now it doesn't. I don't see it come up as. Yeah, it looks like. I mean, Wikipedia shows it as co-branded. I mean, that would make sense. I'm trying to think because last year we didn't have. Last year it was co-branded, I believe.
Well, it had brands on it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I remember seeing matches from both brands.
Yeah, so I have a feeling that one will be co-branded, and we won't have to worry about it. Here, I'm going back to network events. I'm trying to find my. Damn it! I hit the one link too many. I hate when that happens. Let's see.
And now the NSA is involved.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, no. So, yeah, it looks like it will be co-branded, and then the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam is Raw branded No Mercy.
God.
So.
You sound so.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Remember we had shit like Vengeance and First Blood?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, go. Hey, nothing can top the stupid names that were, like, branded under the In Your House banner.
Oh, come on, man. You don't love In Your House Beware of Dog?
Yeah, I'm going to go look these up now because I want to look up some of the funny ones. Man. You remember when they actually gave away a house?
First one.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I tried to win it.
Oh, you did? Shit. That's funny.
Of course, I was young and I wanted a house. I'm tired of living in an apartment.
That's funny.
It was in Syracuse, New York, too. It'd been great if I won a house. Main event was Diesel versus Psycho Sid for WWF Championship. I know that because I'm actually looking at it In Your House right now.
That's funny.
So it looks like the first 6 didn't have names.
Yeah, and then they have Good Friends, Better Enemies, which is Michaels versus Diesel. Then Beware of Dog.
International Incident.
Yeah, Mind Games.
God, I remember. I actually had that on tape at one point, and I think the tape. I was taping it after a different pay-per-view, and the tape ran out, stopped, rewound, and taped this over part of the original pay-per-view I was taping.
Oh, God.
Mind Games was the shit, though, because of the Shawn Michaels Mankind match.
Yeah. And then...
First Buried Alive match.
Yeah, on the next one, yeah. In Your House.
Number 12, It's Time! Oh, you'd think it would be...
Vader.
Vader versus Shawn, then.
Yeah. Nope.
Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah. In Your House 13.
Speaking of, though, Vader was in Final Four in Your House 13.
Yeah.
In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker. 15 was A Cold Day in Hell, which was headlined by Taker and Austin.
Nice.
Revenge of the Taker, oddly enough, was headlined by Austin and Hart.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Who did wait, what? Apparently there's 2 dark matches on it at one point. Undertaker wrestled Mankind for the WWF Championship, and the main event was a number 1 contenders match for the title. What?
That's so dumb.
Who wrote this shit?
Who booked that? God damn.
God dang it, man. Alright, after that was Canadian Stampede. No, I think that was the one I had. I had Canadian Stampede, not the Final Four. No, the International Incident. Yeah, Canadian Stampede was one that fucked up my tapes. Then was in Ground Zero in Your House. It's backwards now.
Yeah.
Bad Blood.
In here.
Degeneration X. No Way Out of Texas in Your House. Is that the first first use of No Way Out?
Maybe.
Yeah, February 15th, 1998. So that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Then we got Unforgiven.
Over the Edge. Fully Loaded. That sounds more like a porn than a wrestling.
Wait, was that the Over the Edge in which Owen Hart passed?
May 31st, 1998, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's gotta be. No, it's next year.
It was 99? Okay.
He died in 99.
Okay, I couldn't.
Almost a full year later, actually.
Good lord. Fully Loaded.
No Way Out. No Way Out of Texas. This had to be the start of the use of the No Way Out.
Yeah, it had to
title. Let's see. Match number 1. The Headbangers versus the artists formerly known as Goldust and Mark Merrow.
What?
That match went 14 minutes almost.
That's a weird-ass combination.
Yeah, they were also managed by Luda Vachon.
Okay.
Next match was Nakamichinoku versus Pantera. Who the fuck is Pantera? Other than, the Mexican professional wrestler named El Pantera.
The Panther?
Yes. I want to smack you when I see you finally. Phineas I and Henry O. Godwin, Pig and Hob.
Yeah.
Wrestled the Quebecers of Jacques and Pierre.
We're not the Mounties.
For those who don't know, Jacques Rougeau was one of the formerly the Mountie, part of the Rougeau brothers, and awesomely part of the Quebecers. And Pierre was at one point like Jean-Pierre Lafitte, I believe, or some shit like that, or Jean-Pierre Roulet.
Yeah, he came out with an eye patch.
French dude with a fucking eye patch.
Yeah, he was the French Canadian Rocky Romero.
Although he wrestled with the eye patch on those.
That is true. Rocky Romero does not wrestle with
it. Take that shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Jean-Pierre Lafitte. I was using the real-life pirate name Jean Lafitte as a descendant. He wore an eye patch over his right eye. Shit, I remember that, man.
That's funny.
God damn, the things that you remember for no real reason, right? Apparently, his WWF career came to an end after an alleged legit conflict with the Clique, a backstage group including main event superstar Shawn Michaels and Diesel. According to Shane Douglas, because he's the paradigm of truthfulness, who was working with the company at the time, a match pitting Lafitte versus Nash, then the WWF champion, at a house show in Lafitte's hometown, Montreal, was booked to end without a clean finish, enabling the WWF to return to Montreal for a rematch at a later time. However, due to backstage politicking by Shawn Michaels, the booking was reversed into a clean pinfall for Diesel. In turn, Lafitte refused to pin Diesel. Refused to be pinned by Diesel, and the match ended in a double countout. Due to his refusal to put Diesel over, Lafitte was buried due to the Clique's influence and released soon after.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, man. Those things, right?
Yeah.
The things you remember.
Oh, dude, that's funny. St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Your House, February 14th, 99.
Big Show.
Huh?
The debut of Big Show.
Oh, on St. Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
In the cage match. That was when Big Show literally came through the fucking mat, threw Austin so hard through the cage, it broke the cage and it swung wide open. He just fell out.
Oh, see, I
don't
see.
think that was actually the end.
Yeah, see, you got a better memory on certain things than I do when it comes to like actual moments and matches from what pay-per-view. I can't remember that shit for the life of me.
Do you remember that happening?
Vaguely. I remember other stuff where, like, I can't remember if it was Mark Henry or somebody else, like, threw someone through the actual cage and, like, busted from the top down and he, like, rolled all the way out, like, that way.
Well, no, what happened was, Big Show was wrestling, what's his name? JBL, when JBL was champ, and they had that razor wire, cage match, remember?
Yeah.
So what it was is JBL kept getting out of the matches and somehow winning. And I was like, well, fine, you could win by escaping the cage if you get over it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He had razor wire on top. So Big Show's, I think, on the top rope with JBL, choke slams him, and he falls through the ring. And literally crawls out from underneath the ring and declared winner.
What the fuck? That's awesome. I gotta go back and find that.
Right?
I gotta find that shit now. That's the one thing I love about the network is when you guys, you and Harry or Aaron come up with stuff. I'm like, are you serious? Like, they're like, yeah.
Dude, I can't make that shit up.
That's funny to me, man. Like, I honestly, there's certain things that I remember, but I don't remember well enough to think about that stuff and like, okay, cool. I remember, like, I grew up watching like the same damn like pay-per-views like constantly over and over again because that's just how it was. There were certain, like, I had a tape of WrestleMania 3, so I watched that shit like crazy.
Hey man, I burned out my tapes from, I had WrestleManias up until 14 or 15 straight through complete. And I had a lot of SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumbles, and I watched the fuck out of those tapes. I still got the motherfuckers, man.
Royal Rumble 91, that was my jam. Oh yeah, there it
Royal
is.
Rumble 92, man, just because of Bobby Heenan losing his shit.
Yeah, okay.
I love the fact that the first Ric Flair DVD set has that complete Rumble on it from beginning to end. From pillar to post, man. Yeah,
dude, the 92 Rumble. Honestly, at the time as a kid, wasn't my favorite because I did not like Ric Flair. I was just not fascinated with Ric Flair like everybody else was.
I didn't know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, but as I've gotten older, I was
a WWE guy until Monday Night Nitro happened.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't care either. So, but it was one of those things where watching that match, I think I was more pissed that fucking, like, Hulk Hogan fucking screwed Psycho Sid. Like, at the time, just Sid. Yeah. By pulling him out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's the first heelish thing that Hogan ever really did. And it wasn't even really enough because it turned Sid heel.
Yeah, it was
weird. But no, now as an adult, I can go back and watch that and appreciate it because Flair actually legitimately was in that match from the beginning to the end. It's not like somebody who's gone from number one. Most of the time they're hanging out under the ring, or like the one that McMahon won when it was Austin and McMahon as 1 and 2. They weren't in the ring 90% of the damn match.
I know, that was bullshit.
So. Yeah, so I found that JBL Big Show barbed wire steel cage match. I'm gonna go back and watch that tonight.
Yeah, you should. It's stupid.
Yeah, so thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh man. All right. On that note, I'm starting to get hungry, and my voice is starting to get worse. I think, at least anyway.
Yeah, I could go for a snack right about now too.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go.
Yes, it's 1:30 in the morning, but I don't plan on going to bed anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know what I got in the house here, so I gotta figure out something. I may have to jump in the car and go pick something up. Maybe,
Oh no, it's only 10:40 where you are, you asshole.
I know, that's the fun part, but I can go for some Jack in the Box tacos right now.
Yeah, of course. You could go to Jack in the Box. Me, I have to wait till tomorrow if I want to get anything, plus I have $3 to my name.
Yeah, that's fun.
Can you order me some tacos?
I could, but I don't have like a Star Trek transporter where I can beam them to you or something. I wish.
Well, I can give you a phone number for a place that sells tacos. You can just, order them.
Oh, good lord.
It's like, here, this is the place. it's a Taco King bite. Oh shit, they don't take credit card. Never mind.
Oh, bummer. Oh man, that's I don't know.
And no, Taco King doesn't narrow shit down. There's hundreds of them here, in New York.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain things about Texas already that I'm like, I'm missing. Like, I never thought I'd ever say this. I'm missing Whataburger. I really am. I was not fond of Whataburger when I got there, and now it's one of those things where I love Whataburger patty melts, dude. They're so goddamn delicious. So.
Oh, but how do they make those patty melts? Because I had a patty melt recently from a place called Petey's here in Long Island City and around Long Island City area.
Yeah.
It was for Teacher Appreciation Week, and one of the parents to one of our second graders bought burgers for everyone.
Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome.
Like regular burger. Now, I had 3 burgers that day, and I really shouldn't have, but I was going to Ring of Honor that night, so I needed fucking carbo load,
Yeah.
I needed that energy, goddammit.
Yes.
The fries were like, you've been to Five Guys?
Yeah, I love Five Guys fries.
All right. So the fries are sort of like that level of amount, but not nearly that much salt or horribleness.
Yeah, Five Guys.
Very tasty fries. They just took up the bottom of the fucking bag.
Yeah, Five Guys fries are probably the best fries around, I think, personally.
No, it's Burger King. Burger King has the best physical fries.
Yeah.
Dude, there's just something about Burger King's fries that are perfect.
Yeah.
It's the right level of salt, right level of crispiness. It's just a perfect.
No.
Perfect.
But burger-wise at Five Guys, I'm not. I don't mind them. They're not my first choice.
It's a good burger, but it's nothing like to go, damn.
Yeah.
Like I did that one time.
But the Whataburger patty melt is basically a double cheeseburger with sautéed onions and their burger sauce, which is basically their own form of like a secret sauce, like every other burger place does, on Texas toast.
Okay, so Petey's was just one patty, but it's more than enough the way they make these patties. I don't know what cheese they use, but it was gooey as all fuck. Pickles, sauce, caramelized onions on, I think it was a pita bread.
Interesting. It's an interesting choice.
They used like pita bread as the bun. It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I think
regular burgers were really good. The only problem is the regular burger was literally they just chop off a chunk of white onion and throw it right on top.
I hate that.
Not like white onion pieces. It was the whole fucking white onion chunk, just like a slice of white onion.
That's
way too much onion.
In-N-Out used to do that shit. They still do. I hated it. Like if I got any kinds of onions.
I don't mind onion, but I don't feel like making love to onion.
Yeah, no, I'm a grilled caramelized onion person. I will eat them.
Caramelized onions, they put the whole onion on. That's fine, but it's not nearly as
crispy and it's like I wouldn't. It's like, dude, I don't want to eat like the most bitter fucking apple of my life. Dude, like that's seriously when I if you ever eat an onion, it's kind of like I can't. It's like the consistency is like worse than an apple.
And a lemon had a baby, and it wasn't a good one.
Yeah, and it's bitter as fuck. I don't like regular onions at all. Like I can deal with like McDonald's like once in a while because they steam the onion and they chop it super fine. I don't care about that.
Those onions don't count.
That's fine. Like that's the same thing like in a pasta. Like if you use onions in like a ground beef mixture or something like that and they're steamed down, I don't care. They're basically tasteless. But when you just chop them and throw them on something,
they're not tasteless, but they're definitely
it's not as
modified.
Yeah, it's not as sharp. It's not as bitter. I don't know. I don't like raw onion. Ugh.
It's sharp, and even when you eat it, you can feel it in your eyes. That's a little too much at that point.
Yeah, that's and that's
there's got to be a balance to things.
And honestly, sometimes that's the downfall of the Whataburger's patty melt is they don't caramelize the onions enough, and they put so many on there that it does taste like raw onions. Like I've had maybe one or two of the last from the last 6 months that I've been out there, that I've gotten I was like, wow, they put way too much onion on this, and it just was not the onions weren't cooked down enough.
Yeah, I need to find that burger place and go back to it because that was just it was like one of the best burgers I've had.
Yeah.
That wasn't from a diner.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the second I step off the airplane, as I head back to Texas, is I'm making a pit stop at Whataburger for a patty melt. So, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan to me. Shoot. All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go get food now. I'm really hungry. Thanks. But
wait, I just want to point out. Remember Bob Holly and Al Snow wrestling in the street for the
no, I don't.
hardcore title?
I don't.
Well, you know what? Just fucking watch Valentine's Day Massacre because that match had happened there too.
Okay. All right. I'll grab that one next too.
No, well, you were going to watch the Steve Austin and Vince McMahon cage match also, probably. I mean, you're going to have some good matches on here. You have Viscera versus Test, Billy Gunn versus Tiger Ali Singh, although those might not be on the thing because those might be like pre-shows. Yeah, that was Sunday Night Heat, so you might not see that. But Al Snow versus Bob Holly for the hardcore title, man. That happened in, the outskirts of, Memphis, Tennessee at one point. Bossman versus Midian, Owen Hart and Jeff Hart, what? Jeff Jarrett versus Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown. Val Venus versus Ken Shamrock. This is when Val had Ryan Shamrock in his corner.
Oh,
Ken's quote-unquote sister.
Yeah.
The corporation, Kane and China versus Triple H and X-Pac, because that I can actually say. And Mankind versus The Rock ends in a draw with Mankind as your World Heavyweight Champion in a last man standing match.
Nice.
Yeah, watch St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I might put that on in a few, actually.
Yeah, I just looked it up and pulled it up on my my network app here, so yeah, I'll watch that one too. So, all right.
It sounds like that could be a good time to revisit from 17 goddamn years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy to see like some of the stuff, but all right. Well, on that note, be sure to hit that subscribe and follow us, the bell or whatever to get the updates if you so choose to subscribe to us and get to hear the show every week.
Bye, Mr. C.
Yeah, exactly. The random kids, and then also to add us up on Instagram, Girl Blood Radio. Scott's on there too, Scott NDX.
I will be putting up Friday's drawing soon. Trust me, I did do something for Friday, and I will be working on Saturdays in a few because it's still Saturday for me.
Technically, yeah. So, all right then. Well, on that note, for Scott NDX, I'm Daniel Correa. Next week we shall talk to you again, and hopefully we'll have some good news about the damn Extreme Rules pay-per-view. So, all right, night everybody.
We'll have full rules, and we'll talk about Lucha Underground now for 4 hours.
Probably.
A 2-hour show.
Probably. Yeah, we could probably do that already.
So, come on, man, we're going all night long again. All night long.
All right.
All night long.
Oh, wait, not this show. We're ending right now. So,
It's you.
Yeah. All right. Bye.